Today's design is perfect for Canada Day. It features this Digi Camo and maple leaf pattern. The polishes I've used are pictured here and will be listed below. You'll also need a thin art brush for this design. Let's get started first with the Digi Camo. On this nail I've started with a base of red, and now I'm using my darkest shade of red in my thin art brush, and I'm just drawing in that first Digi Camo shape, and I'm trying to keep it nice and square, not really following any pattern, but basically just adding some different square shapes on my nail. I've sped the file up quite a bit, and you can just see I'm adding some random shapes and spacing them out on my nail using that darkest shade of red. I am trying to keep the edges as squared off as I can. I love how the Digi Camo turned out in the end, so I'm pretty sure I'll be doing this again with some different colors. Once you've added your darkest shade, you're ready to switch. I'm using another shade of red here. Unfortunately, it really doesn't show up on film. It does show up in person faint, however it does show up. You'll see here's my thumb that I've already finished. Again, you can't really see it, but there is another shade of red there, I promise you. And so I'm going to switch over and do the white here for you, because it doesn't make sense to do the red if you can't see it. With the shapes, I'm adding them, I'm butting them up against the shapes that are already on my nail, and I'm also just adding them randomly on some of the spots where there is no other color already added until I'm happy with the design on my nail. With the white, I should have gone back and done a second coat because eventually the red does bleed through a little bit. Moving on to the dreaded maple leaf. Maple leaves are not my favorite thing to paint, but you'll see I start here with 3 lines joined together at the base. Kind of looks like a chicken foot. So you're going to draw 2 more chicken feet off to either side to create the majority of your maple leaf. Try to keep them as symmetrical as possible, unlike I've done here. To finish off the base of the leaf, you're going to draw a stem down the center, and then 2 diagonal lines, and join those 2 lines together. Now I do go in and thicken up my stem. I wish I had left it nice and thin like it is here, so that's up to you whichever way you prefer. Continue filling your nail with additional maple leaves. You'll have to have some of them peeking off the side of your nail, and switch up the colors using the same polished colors that are in your Digi Camo. Allow everything to dry fully and apply a top coat. In my case, I decided to add a matte top coat. Thanks so much for watching, and happy Canada Day! I will have a July 4th mani in the next day or so.